that you real, let me set up shop right at your spot.
If I get pulled over, let me slip this package in your twat. Put it in your duty, now I know that she love me a lot.
Yo, what's going on YouTube, man? So we back at it with another one. We're gonna be breaking down Comeback Kid. That was number 2 on my list. If you watched my previous video on my top 10 plugins, I'm just gonna break it down to you, tell you what each knob does, tell you why this delay is him, right? That's what y'all want. That's what y'all want, so I'm gonna give it to y'all, right? Y'all just make sure y'all smash that like button. You subscribe if you haven't already, and let's just get straight to the video. All right, so we already know the interface looks dope. Look like we like in the 70s going back to the future type of deal. I'll rock with it. Y'all know I'm just gonna go straight to what my favorite feature is on this entire plugin, because there's not a lot of delays that have it, and if it is any delays that have it, y'all make sure y'all comment below so I can go get them. Okay, so pretty much, you know, we're gonna go ahead and break down the ducker, right? So ducker is pretty much a side chain. Pretty much just think of it like a side chain. When a vocal comes up, it just ducks under the vocal. You don't have to manually do anything. You turn this up to your liking and you're in there, right? So it's gonna duck under the vocal. So y'all just make sure y'all catch my lives. I try to use these plugins. If you come in my live, I try to use the plugin, show you then how I use it, why I use it, and whatnot, right? So yeah, pretty much it just ducks under the vocal, right? It's pretty dope. Gotta try it out. Now here you got your dry and your wet, right? So you usually keep your wet at 100, and I usually will take the dry and I'll put it down to 0 if you're putting it as a bus. That's just a tip. But if you're putting it like on the vocal, you know, just keep it like that, do your thing, right? All right, so you know you got the, you know, the 1/4, you got all the everything you need for the delay. It's nothing crazy really. This is standard, man. So you got dotted, you got triplet, and then you still can just free roam. So you A1 with it, and then, you know, I usually use it straight, and then sometimes I'll turn on ping pong. You do your thing, right? But it's got the ping pong for you, A1. So now let's talk about the stereo effect, right? So the stereo effect is pretty much like putting a widener, like a widener plugin on the delay, honestly, right? I really rock with the wider setting the most, but you can go ahead and mess with the richer knob. That pretty much changes the pitch between the left and the right signals to create like a different type of delay. So it's like an effect, right? It's kind of like an effect. You think about it like that, and you put that sauce on it, and then, you know, this is just standard, man. You can either pan left, you can pan right, right? Do as you please. All right, and of course you just got your low cut, you got your high cut, you know, shaper, pretty much like your EQ and whatnot, right? Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, you have your mono, so you can actually have it cut straight through if you want to turn on your mono. You got options. You got options with this plugin. Don't feel like you have to go ahead and get 3 other plugins on top of this one. You know what I'm saying? I still somewhat do that. I'm in the habit of how I mix, but this one plugin can give you the perfect delay. I'm not even exaggerating it. I'm not sponsored by this company. I rock with the style of the plugin. I rock with the sound, and it gives me like that new hip sound that I'm looking for, in my opinion. So you got your low cut, you got your high cut. All right, then you got your attack and your sustain, right? It's pretty much like a transient designer to shape the delay signal. Play with this by ear and do your thing, right? Now let's talk about this cheap knob, right? This cheap knob, pretty much like a custom 11-bit signal path. It's inspired by the vintage digital delays. I like the sound of it. I somewhat usually keep it off because it's too strong, but try it, right? Try it. All right, so you got this tape knob, right? So this tape knob is pretty much like an analog model saturation, right? The algorithm is a little different. It's pretty much gonna give you like a classic tape delay sound. So it's giving you like that tape effect, right? That old-fashioned good old tape effect. And swirl is pretty much like a warm and organic sound and phasing effect that adds more movement to your delay. So again, you don't really need to add any more plugins. If you mess with every little knob right here, you're pretty much adding a whole bunch of sauce, right? And it's funny that I said sauce because the last one is sauce, right? So what is sauce? What does sauce do? It's pretty much a reverb. Just think about it like a reverb. It's adding diffusion to the wet signal. So it's just a reverb that is making it sound more global. It's making it sound more out there, right? And I don't know why this does this for me for this, but when I try to pull up the presets, the folder comes up. I don't get why it does that, but I think this one has about 57 presets. This one has 57 presets. You see, I made 2 presets already with this plugin. So again, you could just go ahead and save your own presets, put them in there, do your thing. And to add this to the list, you know, I've just kind of figured this out like not too long ago. They have a little gray version. I'm more of the, you know, let's keep it classy. Let's keep it dull. You know what I'm saying? And again, guys, this is why I rock with the Comeback Kid. The Comeback Kid has so many different flavors. In the future, I might go ahead and start playing some of the stuff of what it's doing. I just want to do like a full breakdown and explain to you what each knob is doing, right? But yeah, guys, y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. And again, just be sure to comment below. Let me know what you want.